In this video, we'll cover how to come into CloudCherry and check the pulse of customer effort score of your customers. Customer effort score, or CES, is an increasingly popular CX metric that helps understand the ease of a customer's experience in working with you. The simple principle behind it is really the easiest way to improve customer experience is making it easier for your customers to get their job done. Now, to understand the CES score, let's first take a quick look at the question that's usually asked to your customers. So here's a quick view of the question that gets presented to your customers. There are often two different ways that customer effort score is tracked, either asking it in agreement or asking it in terms of effort. If this is asked in terms of effort, usually the legends presented are about effort going from very high to very low. If it was in terms of agreement, the legends switch over to looking at whether a customer agrees with the statement being made or not. Scales, depending on how your organization has CES set up, may either be a 5-point scale or a 7-point scale, and both of these are fairly common in the industry for the purpose of benchmarking. Now that we've looked at how the CES question is presented to a customer, let's now come over to take a look to see how the scores are calculated. The CES widget in CloudCherry has two parts to it. One part which presents the overall score, and the second which helps you understand what the score is composed of. So the way the score is calculated is looking at customers who have rated you either a 6 or a 7 if it was a 7-point question. These then contribute to those who have rated you high. So high represents those who have rated you 6 to 7 if it is a 7-point question, or 4 or 5 if it is a 5-point question that has been asked to your customers. Moderate represents customers who have rated you a 3 if it was a 5-point question that has been set up, or either a 4 or a 5 if it was a 7-point question. Likewise, low represents customers who have rated you either a 1, a 2, or a 3 if the question was set up as a 7-point, or as a 1 or 2 if it was a 5-point question. So the numbers presented here are really as percentages. So high, we have 33% of the customers who have rated you a high, and you have 4% of the customers who have rated you a low. Now the score is computed simply by subtracting the percentage of customers who rated you high from those who rated you low. So 33 minus 4 gives you the overall CES score of 29. So this covers off how your customers view the CES question when it is presented to them, as well as how the CES widget is presented within CloudCherry, and for you to understand it and then to drill down next into the responses in order to understand users who may have had a bad experience and had to put in a lot of effort to interact with you so that you can then work on taking action.